If you do not know me, my name is Dora. I am a mother of 3 adult children, 2 daughters-in-law, 7 grandchildren, and have been married for over 39 years. In 39 years, I have learned several things, or I have felt several times that I really didn't feel loved. I knew that I was loved by my children and my husband, but I didn't always feel love. 25 years ago, I read a really neat book called The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, and it gave me a better understanding of how we communicate love and why we don't always feel like we are loved. Let me explain just a few little things of what I learned. My husband and I are very different. We marry direct opposites. He is an introvert, and I am an extrovert. I always look on the positive and the best case scenario, and he is more practical. I used to say he was a grump and very negative, but he really is just more realistic. He always looks at the worst case scenario so he can be prepared, and he doesn't want to be disappointed. So that gives you the foundation of our relationship. One of the love languages in the book is called acts of service. I am an acts of service person. And what that really means is that I show people I love them by serving them. If I love someone, then I try to make sure I know what they need and I will take action to make it happen. I also feel loved when people serve me. If I need something and it is not done, then I don't feel loved. It is really simple. I know you love me if you just do what I need you to do. I love you by taking care of what you need me to do. Now, my husband, on the other hand, shows love by physical touch, completely different from me. He always remembers to hug me before he leaves to go to work, to go to the store, to go to the garage, to go to the mailbox. He will remember to give me a hug when I do dishes or cook or clean in the living room. He wants to let me know that he appreciates what I am doing and that he loves me. That is how he shows me he loves me. He is a little more complicated than I am. You see, he feels love when I affirm him, not by physical touch. He feels love when I let him know how terrific he is, when I tell him how I appreciate how he provides for me. If I forget to tell him how wonderful the jalapeno poppers were after he made them for dinner, he responds by sadness because I didn't communicate to him that I loved him. So understanding how we feel has given us 39 years of an incredible marriage that we are best friends because of it. But it also works with children. My daughter is like me. She's an acts of service person. She is a heart of gold, and she will meet every need that she sees of the people she loves. She loves to serve. She feels love when people take care of her needs. It came in handy when she was a teenager because we understood why she always wanted to take care of her friends. We had the house on the block that all the teenagers hang out at. That was our house. And we had to make sure that the pantry was full so that she could feed the neighborhood. My oldest son was more like his dad. We would devastate him if we were negative towards him and didn't let him know how much we appreciated him and how well he was doing. He always felt love by words of affirmation. But he's like his dad. He shows love by physical touch. That's the kind of person he is. He is always the first one and the last one to hug me whenever they come over. And he lets me know he loves me by never forgetting to give me a hug every time he sees me. My youngest son is very different. He feels love by social interaction. He wants to hang out, and he wants everyone to hang out with him. He never wants to miss a thing. I think I've shared this in a story or in a previous post. But he would come home after he had either, been at work or hung out with his friends, and after we had gone to bed, of course, and he would come home and he'd want to hang out with us. He'd walk into our bedroom and he would ask how our day went. He wanted to let us know how his day went. Then he would want to know if we'd like to join him for pizza or for fast food or order something that, he wanted to eat because he just wanted to hang out. And this started happening every single night. Finally, we stopped going to bed until he got home. This is how he feels love. But he gives love much differently. He is a gift giver. He works on the perfect gift for each person. He is always thinking about what he can get for the others that he loves. He gives the perfect gift because it is done with absolute love. In our family, we have learned to watch and learn how to read each other's love languages. It even works on grandchildren. My 8-year-old granddaughter has a problem with anger, and I finally figured out where most of her anger is coming from. She loves helping her cousins fix their problems, even in their computer games. She shows her love through acts of service. When they reject her help, they are telling her that they do not want her love. It breaks her heart, and she expresses it through anger. She feels love or receives love through social interaction. She's like her dad. She wants to get to know you. She's a loyal, wonderful friend because she wants to know how you feel, why you feel it, and she wants to always hang out with you. She only wants to socialize with those people that she loves, not everyone. It is very interesting. So over the years, I have seen the practical application of the 5 love languages. It really is a great guidebook in understanding each other because some of us show our love by social interaction with people, and we want to hang out with the people that we love. Some of us show our love by physical touch, and we are the touchy-feely people. We are the huggers, but really only to the people that we love. Some of us are acts of service people. We see a need, we meet a need of the people that we love. Some of us are gift givers. When we love someone, we love to give them gifts, and the gifts mean something. Some of us are words of affirmation people, and we can lift each other up every minute of every day. We will always find the positive in them and let them know it. I've really found that the hardest part of understanding the love languages is knowing that some people don't feel loved the same way that they show love. Like some of those in my family. I may show you love, they may show me love by wanting social interaction, but they only feel loved by getting gifts. So, have you ever heard someone say, "I don't feel like you love me"? Maybe it is because they have not responded to how they feel loved, or how we haven't responded to them and communicated in the way that they feel it. So understanding love languages is a great tool for communicating with those that we love. It has really helped me over the years. As my grandkids get older, I'm discovering what their love languages are, so that I can love them the best way that I can. It helps me to understand my husband, my kids, and now, of course, my daughters-in-law. When problems happen, and they always do, and they always will, I have a better understanding of how to react to it and listen to what each person is actually saying. Most of the time, it is that they really don't feel loved. If you haven't read the book, it's worth the read. 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. You won't regret it. I know it has really helped us in our family, and hopefully, if you haven't read it and you do read it, it will be able to help you too. Thank you for listening and spending time with me. Comment below and let me know what your love language is. Bye-bye.